Hello everyone, and welcome back to Body Revival. It's wonderful to have you all here again. For those of you who are new, thank you for joining our community. We're dedicated to bringing you the most valuable insights into your health and well-being, and we genuinely appreciate you trusting us with your journey to a better you. If you haven't already, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. We're constantly working to bring you content that can truly make a difference in your life, and your subscription helps us reach more people who can benefit from this information. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that I know resonates with so many of you, something that holds the key to not just feeling better, but truly transforming your health from the inside out. We're going to talk about how a simple scoop, taken right before bed, can dramatically boost your deep sleep and, almost unbelievably, help melt away fat overnight. Yes, you heard that right. This isn't some fleeting trend or a magic pill fantasy. It's about understanding the intricate dance between your sleep cycles and your body's metabolism, and how optimizing one can profoundly impact the other. This topic is incredibly important because in our fast-paced, always-on world, sleep has become an overlooked luxury rather than the fundamental pillar of health it truly is. And when sleep suffers, so does everything else: our energy, our mood, our cognitive function, and crucially, our ability to manage our weight and metabolic health. Think about it. How many of us routinely sacrifice an hour or two of sleep, thinking we're gaining productivity, only to feel sluggish, irritable, and craving unhealthy foods the next day? This isn't just a subjective feeling, it's a biological reality. The widespread issue of poor sleep and its direct correlation with metabolic dysfunction is a silent epidemic. Consider these sobering statistics. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, reports that more than a third of American adults are not getting enough sleep on a regular basis. That's over 100 million people. And it's not just America, this is a global issue. Studies published in journals like Sleep and Obesity consistently demonstrate a clear link between chronic sleep deprivation and an increased risk of obesity, type 2 diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. In fact, research from the University of Chicago found that just 4 nights of restricted sleep, limiting sleep to 4.5 hours per night, led to a 30% reduction in insulin sensitivity in healthy young men. Imagine what chronic, long-term sleep deprivation does. It's truly eye-opening, isn't it? These aren't just numbers. They represent real people, real struggles, and a pervasive public health challenge. And the beautiful part is, by understanding and addressing this often ignored connection, we can unlock a powerful, natural pathway to better health and sustainable weight management. We're not talking about some radical, difficult regimen. We're talking about optimizing your body's natural restorative processes. So, let's explore how this single scoop before bed can become your secret weapon, transforming your nights into a period of profound healing and metabolic optimization. Get ready, because what you're about to learn could truly change your life. Let's begin by delving into the first critical sign or manifestation that indicates your sleep metabolism connection might be off balance. Persistent cravings for unhealthy foods, particularly those high in sugar and refined carbohydrates. This isn't just about a lack of willpower, it's a direct physiological response to insufficient or poor quality sleep. When you don't get enough restorative sleep, specifically deep sleep, your body's hormonal balance goes haywire. 2 key hormones, ghrelin and leptin, are particularly affected. Ghrelin, often dubbed the hunger hormone, signals to your brain that it's time to eat. Leptin, on the other hand, is the satiety hormone, telling your brain when you're full and should stop eating. When you're sleep deprived, ghrelin levels rise, making you feel hungrier even if you've recently eaten. Simultaneously, leptin levels drop, meaning your body is less effective at signaling fullness. This double whammy creates a powerful biological drive to consume more calories. But it's not just about quantity, it's about quality. Your body, in a state of energy deficit from poor sleep, instinctively seeks out quick sources of energy. And what are the quickest sources of energy? Sugars and simple carbohydrates. These provide a rapid, albeit temporary, surge in blood glucose, which your body interprets as a necessary fuel up. Think of it like this: imagine you've pulled an all-nighter. The next day, do you crave a crisp salad and lean protein? Or does your mind immediately drift towards that sugary donut, a bag of chips, or a supersized soda? For most people it's the latter. This isn't a moral failing, it's your exhausted brain crying out for immediate fuel, and it's wired to prefer the most efficient, albeit often detrimental, options. A real-life example I often encounter in my practice is clients who meticulously track their calories and macronutrients during the day, making healthy choices, but then find themselves completely derailed by intense evening cravings. They might wake up feeling groggy, struggle through their morning, And by mid-afternoon, the desire for something sweet or carby becomes overwhelming. They might grab a candy bar, a sugary coffee drink, or raid the snack cupboard. This isn't a lack of discipline, it's often a direct consequence of a poor night's sleep. The lack of deep sleep prevents the body from adequately repairing and restoring itself, leaving it in a constant state of energy deficit. The consequences of this cycle are profound if not detected and addressed early. Beyond the obvious weight gain that comes from increased caloric intake, especially from nutrient-poor foods, this constant craving for sugar and refined carbs leads to blood sugar dysregulation. Your pancreas is constantly working overtime to produce insulin to manage these spikes. Over time, this can lead to insulin resistance, a precursor to type 2 diabetes. Furthermore, the constant influx of inflammatory foods perpetuates a cycle of chronic inflammation in the body, which is implicated in nearly every chronic disease, from heart disease to autoimmune conditions. You become trapped in a vicious loop. Poor sleep leads to cravings. Cravings lead to unhealthy eating. Unhealthy eating exacerbates metabolic dysfunction, and metabolic dysfunction further disrupts sleep quality. It's a downward spiral that can erode your health and vitality over time. Recognizing these persistent cravings, especially when accompanied by fatigue and difficulty concentrating, is your body's way of telling you that something fundamental, likely your sleep, needs urgent attention. It's a red flag that points directly to the intricate relationship between your sleep architecture and your metabolic control. Now, let's move on to the second crucial indicator that your sleep and metabolism are not optimally aligned: inexplicable weight gain, particularly around the midsection, even when your diet and exercise habits haven't drastically changed. This can be one of the most frustrating and disheartening experiences, as people often feel like they're doing everything right, but still seeing the numbers on the scale creep up. The underlying cause here, once again, points to the profound impact of sleep, specifically deep sleep, on your metabolic hormones and fat storage. Beyond ghrelin and leptin, poor sleep significantly impacts cortisol, your primary stress hormone, and growth hormone. When you consistently get inadequate sleep, your body perceives this as a stressor. As a result, cortisol levels remain elevated, particularly during times they should be low, like late at night or early morning. Chronic elevated cortisol has several detrimental effects on metabolism. Firstly, it promotes the breakdown of muscle tissue for energy rather than fat, which reduces your metabolic rate over time. Muscle is metabolically active, meaning it burns more calories at rest than fat does. Losing muscle means your body becomes less efficient at burning calories. Secondly, elevated cortisol signals your body to store fat, especially visceral fat, which is the deep abdominal fat that surrounds your organs. This type of fat is particularly dangerous as it is highly inflammatory and metabolically active, further contributing to insulin resistance and increasing the risk of chronic diseases. Furthermore, deep sleep is when your body releases the majority of its growth hormone. Growth hormone is not just for growing taller during childhood. In adults, it plays a vital role in fat metabolism, muscle repair, and cellular regeneration. It literally helps your body burn fat and build lean muscle. If your deep sleep is disrupted, growth hormone release is suppressed. This means your body is less efficient at mobilizing and burning stored fat for energy, and also less effective at repairing tissues and building new muscle. The combination of elevated cortisol promoting fat storage and suppressed growth hormone hindering fat burning creates a perfect storm for weight gain, even if your caloric intake hasn't significantly increased. Consider the example of someone leading a stressful life, perhaps juggling a demanding job and family responsibilities, consistently getting only 5 or 6 hours of fragmented sleep per night. They might be eating reasonably well and even trying to exercise, but they notice their waistline expanding, and their clothes feeling tighter, despite their best efforts. They might feel perpetually tired and find it increasingly difficult to lose any weight they gain. This isn't a matter of laziness or gluttony, it's their body's physiological response to chronic sleep deprivation. Their metabolism is literally being reprogrammed to hold on to fat and resist weight loss. The consequences of this unaddressed weight gain, particularly abdominal obesity, are severe. Visceral fat is not merely inert storage, it's an active endocrine organ that releases inflammatory cytokines and hormones, further exacerbating insulin resistance, increasing blood pressure, and elevating triglyceride levels. This dramatically raises the risk of type 2 diabetes, heart disease, stroke, and certain cancers. Beyond the physical health risks, there's the significant psychological toll. The frustration and self-blame that accompany inexplicable weight gain can lead to feelings of hopelessness, decreased self-esteem, and even depression. People might give up on healthy habits because they feel their efforts are futile, spiraling further into poor health. Recognizing that your weight gain might be a symptom of underlying sleep issues, rather than just a simple calorie imbalance, is a critical step towards finding an effective and sustainable solution. It shifts the focus from simply cutting calories to addressing the foundational elements of your metabolic health. Let's now turn our attention to the third significant sign that your sleep and metabolic health are intertwined and potentially out of balance: persistent fatigue and low energy levels throughout the day, often accompanied by brain fog and difficulty concentrating. This isn't just feeling a bit tired. It's a pervasive exhaustion that permeates every aspect of your day, making even simple tasks feel like monumental efforts. While many factors can contribute to fatigue, when it consistently occurs with the other signs we've discussed, cravings and unexplained weight gain, it strongly points to a disruption in your deep sleep and its subsequent impact on your cellular energy production and metabolic efficiency. During deep sleep, also known as slow wave sleep, your body engages in its most profound restorative processes. This is when cellular repair takes place, tissues regenerate, and your brain clears out metabolic byproducts that accumulate during wakefulness. Crucially, it's also a period where your energy reserves are replenished at a cellular level. If your body doesn't get enough deep sleep, these vital restorative processes are curtailed. Your cells don't fully repair, your brain isn't effectively detoxified, and your energy production machinery, particularly your mitochondria, the powerhouses of your cells, don't get the necessary downtime to optimize their function. This leads to a chronic state of low cellular energy, which manifests as persistent fatigue. Furthermore, the brain fog and difficulty concentrating are direct consequences of a sleep-deprived brain. During sleep, particularly deep sleep and REM sleep, your brain consolidates memories, processes information, and prepares itself for the next day's cognitive demands. When sleep is insufficient, these processes are impaired. You might find yourself struggling to recall simple facts, feeling scatterbrained, making more mistakes, or having difficulty focusing on tasks that normally come easily. Your decision-making abilities can also be compromised, leading to poor choices throughout the day, including those related to food and activity levels, further exacerbating metabolic issues. Imagine a busy professional who consistently burns the candle at both ends. They might wake up feeling unrefreshed, even after what they consider a full night's sleep. By mid-morning, they're reaching for another coffee, struggling to focus in meetings, and finding their productivity plummeting. By afternoon, they're battling an overwhelming urge to nap, and their thoughts feel cloudy and indistinct. They might try to push through with more caffeine or sugary snacks, which only provides a temporary lift before the inevitable crash. This cycle can be incredibly debilitating, impacting not only their professional performance, but also their personal relationships and overall quality of life. They might miss appointments, forget important details, or simply lack the energy to engage in hobbies or spend quality time with loved ones. The consequences of this persistent fatigue and cognitive impairment, if left unaddressed, extend far beyond just feeling tired. Chronically low energy levels often lead to reduced physical activity, as the motivation and stamina simply aren't there. This further contributes to weight gain and muscle loss, creating a negative feedback loop for metabolic health. The brain fog can hinder your ability to learn new things, make sound decisions, and effectively manage stress, leading to increased anxiety and a feeling of being overwhelmed. In the long term, chronic sleep deprivation and its associated cognitive decline have been linked to an increased risk of neurodegenerative diseases, including Alzheimer's. Your brain's ability to clear amyloid beta, a protein associated with Alzheimer's, is significantly enhanced during deep sleep. If this detoxification process is impaired night after night, the accumulation of these harmful proteins can accelerate. Therefore, recognizing persistent fatigue and cognitive sluggishness, not just as signs of being busy, but as critical indicators of insufficient deep sleep and metabolic strain, is vital for protecting both your physical and cognitive health. It's your body signaling that it needs deep, restorative rest to function optimally. Now, let's explore the fourth key manifestation, one that often goes unnoticed or is dismissed as a minor annoyance: difficulty regulating body temperature, especially feeling consistently cold or experiencing night sweats despite a comfortable room temperature. While this might seem less directly related to sleep and metabolism at first glance, it's actually a subtle yet significant indicator of underlying metabolic and hormonal imbalances, often exacerbated by poor sleep quality. Your metabolism isn't just about burning calories. It's a complex network of chemical processes that govern energy production, nutrient utilization, and temperature regulation. The thyroid gland, a small but mighty organ in your neck, plays a central role in metabolic rate and body temperature. When sleep is consistently poor, it can impact the delicate balance of thyroid hormones, potentially leading to a sluggish metabolism. During deep sleep, your body's systems, including your endocrine system, which produces hormones, undergo a significant regulatory process. Disruptions to this critical sleep stage can interfere with the optimal functioning of your thyroid. An underactive thyroid, even subclinically, can lead to a lower basal metabolic rate, making you feel colder than usual because your body isn't generating as much internal heat. It can also contribute to fatigue, weight gain, and difficulty losing weight issues we've already discussed. Conversely, some individuals might experience night sweats as a result of hormonal fluctuations, particularly cortisol. As we mentioned, elevated cortisol from chronic sleep deprivation can interfere with the body's thermoregulation. When cortisol levels are erratic, they can cause unpredictable shifts in body temperature, leading to uncomfortable sweating during the night, which further disrupts sleep quality, creating a vicious cycle. Consider someone who habitually wakes up feeling chilled, even under several blankets, or complains of cold hands and feet throughout the day, despite being in a warm environment. They might also notice they sweat excessively at night, leading to disturbed sleep. They might attribute these symptoms to being just cold-natured or stress, without connecting them to their sleep patterns. However, if these temperature irregularities are accompanied by the other symptoms, cravings, unexplained weight gain, and persistent fatigue, it's a strong signal that their metabolic thermostat is out of whack, and sleep is a likely culprit. Their body's internal furnace isn't burning efficiently, either leading to insufficient heat production or dysregulation in its cooling mechanisms. The consequences of ignoring these seemingly minor temperature regulation issues can be significant. Chronically low body temperature can be a sign of a sluggish metabolism, which makes weight management incredibly challenging. Your body simply isn't burning calories efficiently. It can also impact overall energy levels and cognitive function. Night sweats, on the other hand, are a significant sleep disruptor. Waking up drenched in sweat can fragment sleep, preventing you from reaching those crucial deep sleep stages. This further perpetuates the cycle of fatigue, hormonal imbalance, and metabolic dysfunction. Long-term, an imbalanced metabolism can affect every system in your body, from your digestive health to your immune response. Recognizing these temperature quirks as potential metabolic red flags linked to sleep is crucial for a holistic approach to health. It prompts us to look beyond the obvious symptoms and delve into the underlying physiological processes that are being undermined by inadequate restorative sleep. Finally, let's address the fifth crucial sign, one that brings us full circle to the core of our discussion: difficulty falling asleep or staying asleep, or feeling unrefreshed even after a full night in bed. This might seem obvious, as it directly relates to sleep, but its profound impact on metabolism is often underestimated. This isn't just about insomnia, it encompasses a spectrum of sleep disturbances, including fragmented sleep, frequent awakenings, or spending too little time in restorative deep sleep and REM sleep. The cause of these sleep disturbances can be multifaceted: stress, poor sleep hygiene, certain medical conditions, but the critical point here is that they directly sabotage your metabolic health. As we've discussed, deep sleep is the cornerstone of metabolic repair and regulation. It's when growth hormone is released, when cellular repair occurs, and when your body processes and balances key metabolic hormones. If you're tossing and turning, waking up frequently, or simply not reaching sufficient deep sleep, these vital processes are severely compromised. Your body misses the crucial window for hormonal rebalancing, cellular repair, and energy replenishment. This means you wake up in a state of metabolic disadvantage. Your cortisol levels might already be elevated, your insulin sensitivity might be diminished, and your fat burning potential suppressed. Consider a person who goes to bed at a reasonable hour, but spends the night frequently waking up, perhaps to use the restroom, or due to restless legs, or simply from a racing mind. They might get 8 hours in bed, but their sleep architecture is fragmented, meaning they don't get sufficient consolidated blocks of deep sleep. They wake up feeling groggy, like they haven't slept at all. They then spend their day relying on caffeine to function, struggle with mental clarity, and find themselves reaching for sugary snacks to get through the afternoon slump. This nightly struggle perpetuates the metabolic issues we've outlined: increased cravings due to ghrelin leptin imbalance, weight gain from elevated cortisol and suppressed growth hormone, and persistent fatigue from a lack of cellular repair. The consequences of chronic, unrefreshing sleep are pervasive and severe. Beyond the immediate effects on energy and cognition, persistent sleep disturbances significantly increase the risk of chronic metabolic diseases. Long-term sleep fragmentation has been shown to impair glucose metabolism, leading to insulin resistance, and increasing the risk of type 2 diabetes. It also contributes to chronic inflammation, which is a driver of virtually all chronic diseases, including cardiovascular disease, certain cancers, and neurodegenerative disorders. The body's immune system is also compromised with poor sleep, making you more susceptible to illness. Psychologically, the constant battle with sleep can lead to anxiety, depression, and a reduced quality of life. The frustration of not being able to sleep, or not feeling refreshed even after sleep, can be incredibly draining and impact every aspect of a person's well-being. Recognizing that these sleep difficulties are not just about feeling tired, but are deeply intertwined with your entire metabolic system, is the first step towards breaking this detrimental cycle and reclaiming your health. It highlights the urgent need to prioritize and optimize your sleep environment and habits. So, we've explored the critical signs that your sleep and metabolism might be out of sync: persistent cravings for unhealthy foods, inexplicable weight gain around the midsection, pervasive fatigue and brain fog, difficulty regulating body temperature, and the fundamental challenge of getting truly restorative sleep. Now let's move from understanding the problem to implementing powerful, practical solutions. This is where the whole one scoop before bed comes into play, but it's part of a broader, holistic strategy that you can integrate into your daily life easily and effectively. Our core solution revolves around optimizing your deep sleep, and the one scoop before bed is a carefully formulated blend designed to support this. However, it's not a standalone magic bullet. It works synergistically with foundational lifestyle changes. Let's start with what this scoop entails and why it's so effective. The ideal scoop typically contains a precise combination of ingredients that target key pathways involved in sleep regulation and metabolic health. These often include, firstly, magnesium. This is a foundational mineral, yet it's estimated that a significant portion of the population is deficient. Magnesium plays over 300 roles in the body, including critical functions in nerve and muscle function, blood glucose control, and blood pressure regulation. Crucially for sleep, magnesium helps activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for relaxing your body and mind. It also binds to GABA receptors, the neurotransmitter responsible for calming nerve activity, helping you feel more relaxed and promoting deeper sleep. When you have sufficient magnesium, your muscles relax, your mind settles, and your body can transition more smoothly into deep, restorative sleep. For metabolism, adequate magnesium improves insulin sensitivity and helps regulate blood sugar. When your blood sugar is stable overnight, you're less likely to experience those cortisol spikes that disrupt sleep and promote fat storage. Taking it before bed ensures your body has ample supply to support these critical functions during the night. Secondly, L-theanine. This amino acid, naturally found in green tea, is renowned for its calming effects without causing drowsiness. L-theanine works by increasing alpha brain waves, which are associated with a relaxed, alert state, similar to what you experience during meditation. It also boosts levels of GABA, serotonin, and dopamine neurotransmitters that promote relaxation and well-being. By promoting a state of calm alertness, L-theanine helps you gently drift into sleep and improves sleep quality by reducing wakefulness during the night. This is key because it helps you stay in those deep sleep stages longer, which, as we've discussed, is paramount for metabolic health. It doesn't sedate you, it simply smooths the pathway to natural, restorative sleep. Thirdly, certain adaptogenic herbs like ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is an ancient Ayurvedic herb known for its ability to help the body adapt to stress. In our modern, high-stress world, chronic stress is a huge disruptor of sleep and a major contributor to metabolic dysfunction. Ashwagandha helps lower cortisol levels, particularly when taken before bed. By modulating the stress response, it reduces the physiological arousal that often prevents people from falling asleep or causes them to wake up frequently. Lowering cortisol at night creates a more favorable hormonal environment for deep sleep and for your body to shift into a fat-burning state. When your body isn't constantly in fight or flight mode, it can prioritize repair and regeneration, which includes efficient fat metabolism. Fourthly, a small, specific dose of melatonin. While melatonin is widely known as the sleep hormone, it's crucial to use it judiciously. Low doses of melatonin ERG 0.5 mg to 1 mg can be highly effective in signaling to your body that it's time to sleep and helping to regulate your circadian rhythm, especially if your natural sleep-wake cycle is disrupted. The goal isn't to knock you out, but to gently nudge your body into its natural sleep pattern, promoting the onset of deep sleep. A small amount taken at the right time can be incredibly beneficial without the grogginess some people experience with higher doses. The combined effect of these ingredients in a single scoop before bed is powerful. Magnesium and L-theanine prepare your body for relaxation and deeper sleep, while ashwagandha reduces the stress response that often prevents it. Melatonin gently signals the onset of the sleep process. This comprehensive approach doesn't just make you fall asleep, it optimizes the quality of your sleep, particularly increasing your time in the crucial deep sleep stages. And when you achieve more deep sleep, your body becomes a fat-burning furnace overnight. Your growth hormone surges, helping to mobilize fat stores. Your cortisol levels normalize, reducing fat storage around the midsection. Your insulin sensitivity improves, better managing blood sugar and reducing cravings. The OWN scoop essentially primes your body for metabolic regeneration while you sleep. Now, let's talk about the practical application. The OWN scoop should ideally be mixed with water and consumed about 30-60 minutes before your planned bedtime. This gives the ingredients time to start working their magic. But as I mentioned, this scoop is part of a larger picture. For maximum benefit, integrate it with these essential lifestyle changes first. Establish a consistent sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up at roughly the same time every day, even on weekends. This reinforces your body's natural circadian rhythm, making it easier to fall asleep and wake up feeling refreshed. Your body thrives on routine, and a consistent sleep schedule is perhaps the most fundamental element of good sleep hygiene. Second, optimize your sleep environment. Your bedroom should be a sanctuary for sleep, dark, quiet, and cool. Blackout curtains can block out external light, and earplugs or a white noise machine can minimize noise disruptions. The ideal temperature for sleep is typically between 60-67 degrees Fahrenheit, 15-19 degrees Celsius. A cooler room signals to your body that it's time to rest and helps facilitate the drop in core body temperature necessary for sleep onset. Third, limit exposure to blue light in the evenings. The blue light emitted from screens, your phone, tablet, computer, and even TV can suppress melatonin production, making it harder to fall asleep. Aim to switch off screens at least 60-90 minutes before bed. If you must use screens, consider blue light filtering glasses or apps that shift your screen to warmer tones. Fourth, manage your diet for better sleep and metabolism. While the OWN scoop helps what you eat throughout the day profoundly impacts your metabolic health and sleep quality. Prioritize whole, unprocessed foods, lean proteins, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates. Limit sugary drinks, refined carbohydrates, and excessive saturated fats, especially in the evening. Avoid heavy meals close to bedtime, as your body will be busy digesting rather than preparing for rest. Caffeine and alcohol are also significant sleep disruptors. While caffeine might give you a temporary boost during the day, consuming it too late in the afternoon or evening can interfere with sleep. Alcohol, while it might initially make you feel sleepy, fragments sleep and prevents you from entering deep, restorative stages. Try to avoid caffeine at least 6 hours before bed and alcohol at least 3-4 hours before bed. Fifth, incorporate regular physical activity. Exercise is a powerful tool for both sleep and metabolic health. It can reduce stress, improve mood, and help you sleep more deeply. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise most days of the week. However, time your workouts wisely. Intense exercise too close to bedtime can be stimulating and make it harder to fall asleep. Morning or early afternoon workouts are generally ideal. Sixth, practice stress reduction techniques. Chronic stress is a primary enemy of both sleep and metabolism. Incorporate activities that help you unwind: meditation, deep breathing exercises, yoga, reading, or a warm bath. Creating a relaxing bedtime routine, perhaps a warm shower, listening to calming music, or light stretching, can signal to your body that it's time to transition to sleep. Seventh, consider the timing of your scoop and other aspects of your evening routine. As mentioned, 30-60 minutes before bed is a good starting point. Be mindful of any individual sensitivities or reactions. Start with the recommended dosage and adjust if needed, always listening to your body. Consistency is key with this regimen. It's not about taking it once and expecting a miracle. It's about making it a regular part of your nightly ritual. Eighth, stay hydrated throughout the day, but taper your fluid intake in the evening to avoid frequent nighttime awakenings for restroom visits. This ensures your sleep isn't fragmented by basic physiological needs. Ninth, consider a weighted blanket. Many people find that the gentle, evenly distributed pressure of a weighted blanket can promote a sense of calm and security, reducing anxiety and making it easier to fall and stay asleep. This can be a wonderful non-pharmacological aid for improving sleep quality. Finally, regular health check-ups are always important. While these lifestyle changes and the OWN scoop can be incredibly transformative, it's always wise to consult with your doctor or a healthcare professional, especially if you have underlying health conditions or are taking medications. They can help ensure these strategies are appropriate for your individual needs and rule out any other potential causes for your symptoms. This holistic approach, combining targeted supplementation with robust lifestyle changes, creates a powerful synergy. The OWN scoop acts as a catalyst, providing your body with the specific nutrients and compounds it needs to optimize sleep. The lifestyle changes then reinforce and sustain these improvements, creating a virtuous cycle, where better sleep leads to better metabolic health, which in turn leads to even better sleep. The effects of consistently applying these strategies, particularly incorporating that specific scoop before bed, can be truly remarkable. You can expect to experience a profound shift in your energy levels, waking up feeling genuinely refreshed and ready to tackle the day, rather than dragging yourself out of bed. The persistent fatigue and brain fog will begin to lift, replaced by enhanced mental clarity, improved focus, and better memory. Your cravings for sugary and unhealthy foods will significantly diminish, as your body's hormonal balance normalizes, and it no longer desperately seeks quick energy fixes. This will naturally lead to more mindful and healthier food choices throughout the day. You'll notice that inexplicable weight around your midsection beginning to melt away, not through strenuous dieting, but because your body is finally able to efficiently burn fat overnight, thanks to optimized growth hormone release and normalized cortisol levels. Your body's internal thermostat will become more regulated, leading to fewer instances of feeling inexplicably cold or experiencing night sweats. And most importantly, you'll experience deeper, more consolidated sleep, where you spend more time in those crucial restorative stages. This isn't just about feeling better, it's about fundamentally re-tuning your body's most essential systems. Important notes when applying these solutions: be patient and consistent. While some people report feeling immediate benefits from better sleep, true metabolic recalibration takes time. Give your body several weeks, or even a few months, to fully adapt to these changes. Don't get discouraged if you don't see all the results overnight. Small, consistent efforts yield big results over time. Also, listen to your body. Everyone is unique, and while these general guidelines are highly effective, you might need to adjust specific timings or dosages of the scoop ingredients based on your individual response. For example, if you find yourself feeling too drowsy in the morning, you might try taking the scoop a bit earlier, or slightly reducing the melatonin component, if it's a pre-mixed formula. The goal is to feel rested and energized upon waking, not groggy. Always source your supplements from reputable companies to ensure purity and potency. This is crucial for both safety and effectiveness. In conclusion, the journey to vibrant health and a revitalized metabolism isn't about extreme diets or punishing workouts alone. It's about understanding and optimizing the fundamental processes that govern your body, and at the core of that lies sleep. The idea of one scoop before bed boosting deep sleep and melting fat overnight isn't a hyperbolic claim. It's a powerful summary of how strategically supporting your body's natural sleep mechanisms can unlock profound metabolic benefits. Recognizing the signs, those persistent cravings, the stubborn weight gain, the pervasive fatigue, the temperature dysregulation, and the elusive nature of truly restorative sleep is the first, crucial step. These aren't just minor inconveniences, they are your body's urgent signals that something deeper is amiss. By proactively integrating the targeted support of a carefully formulated scoop before bed, combined with a commitment to foundational lifestyle changes prioritizing consistent sleep, optimizing your sleep environment, managing blue light exposure, making mindful dietary choices, incorporating regular physical activity, and practicing stress reduction, you are giving your body the ultimate gift: the opportunity to heal, repair, and regenerate while you sleep. You are allowing your hormones to rebalance, your cells to rejuvenate, and your metabolism to shift into an efficient, fat-burning mode. This isn't just about weight loss. It's about reclaiming your energy, sharpening your mind, boosting your mood, and building a resilient, vibrant body that serves you well for years to come. It's about transforming your nights from periods of struggle into seasons of profound revival. Don't wait for your health to decline further. Take proactive steps starting tonight. Embrace the power of optimized sleep. Your body is an incredible machine, designed for healing and balance. Give it the tools it needs, and watch how it transforms. It's a commitment to yourself, a promise to prioritize your well-being, and an investment that pays dividends in every aspect of your life. Thank you so much for watching this entire video, and for being a part of the Body Revival community. Your dedication to your health inspires us every day. If you found this information valuable, please do us a huge favor, and hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, and share this video with anyone you know who might benefit from it. Let's spread this knowledge and empower more people to take control of their health. We're excited to continue this journey with you, bringing you more insightful and actionable health topics in our upcoming videos. Until then, I wish you all deep, restorative sleep, vibrant health, and boundless energy. See you again soon on Body Revival.